Hi, I'm Dr. Cristina Herrera, and my pronouns are she, her, ella, and I am professor and director of Chicanx and Latinx Studies at Portland State University.
My name is Francisco Ibarra. I graduated in 2015 with my bachelor's in community development and certificate in Chicano Latino Studies. 2021 with my master's in urban and regional planning.
Chicanx and Latinx Studies has been offering a minor and a certificate for over 20 years. It is the first degree that's not just in Oregon, but in the larger Pacific Northwest. In having this degree available, Oregon puts itself in conversation with Chicanx and Latinx Studies departments that are really heavy in the Southwest. This allows us then to offer our students here who have very different experiences to also contribute to the conversation. It's historic, and it's in an area, or a region rather, where our population is still growing and it's projected to grow. Chicanx Latinx Studies, it's an interdisciplinary field. So when we mean by interdisciplinary is that it merges traditional fields that you can think of like history, political science, sociology, and literature, but it's focused on groups such as Chicanxes, which is our Mexican-American groups, and Latinxes, which are those who have heritage from Latin America. And it's a focalized study of these populations. And so what we tell our students is that if you have a diverse set of interests where you're really interested in things like educational studies, sociology, literature, and history and language, Chicanx Latinx Studies really bridges those disciplines together. But what distinguishes Chicanx and Latinx Studies from more traditional fields like sociology and history is that Chicanx Latinx Studies was built out of a history of activism.
What drew me to the program was the fact that, growing up, I never had any really history about, the Chicano Latinos in this country. So my first introduction was the class. That's when I learned really a lot about the history, the Chicano movement of the 60s, and just really what the Chicano Latinos have done in this country.
It wasn't common for students and people of color to go into a classroom and to learn about their own communities and to learn about their own families. And so ethnic studies, which is part of what Chicano Latino Studies is a way of putting our communities front and center, but it does it in a much more critical way. One of the things that we tell our students is that a degree in Chicanx and Latinx Studies will help them to accomplish anything that they're interested in, whether it's law or social work, pre-med even, education. So this degree will allow them that expertise to work with different areas of the Latinx population in these different sectors.
A lot more Latinos are coming to college nowadays, so I think what this program can do is provide that education, give that history you don't get in your public education. I think this program can be really critical for that.
Well, I hope that they take away that Chicanx and Latinx Studies is it's a legitimate field, for one, but I hope that they also see that through this close study that they come from communities that are rich in history, that are rich in knowledges, that are rich in experiences, and I hope that they see that they, as Chicanx and Latinx students, have a lot to offer, and whether it's going on to law school or grad school or becoming teachers, that they have a right to see themselves as experts.